Today's passage, please be seated. Genesis 25. I want you to be able to absorb every word. Genesis 25, 19 through 34. Immediate passage. Abraham has died. We're passing the torch now from the story of Abraham to the story of Abraham's son and grandsons. Now these are the records of the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham fathered Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Paddan Aram, the sister of Laban, the Aramean, to be his wife. Isaac prayed to the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was barren. And the Lord answered him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. But the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it is so, why then am I this way? So she went to inquire of the Lord. The Lord said to her, 2 nations are within your womb, and 2 peoples will be separated from your body. And one people shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger. When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Now the first came forth red, all over like a hairy garment. They named him Esau. Afterward, his brother came forth with his hand holding on to Esau's heel. So his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she gave birth to them. When the boys grew up, Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the field. But Jacob was a peaceful man, living in tents. Now Isaac loved Esau because he had a taste for game. Now that's game, the hunted animals, not games, i.e. Monopoly and Parcheesi, canasta. But Rebekah loved Jacob. Now, stop right there in the text. Let's just explain something. When the Hebrew says that Isaac loved Esau, it doesn't mean that he didn't love Jacob. Likewise, Rebekah loves Jacob. It doesn't mean she doesn't love Esau. It has to do with preference, right? Now, I know that we're not supposed to show preference for any of our children. We love them all equally. And I can say for a fact that was true for me growing up. My parents loved me equally with all my brothers and sisters because I was an only child. And in my household, my son likewise, only child. So I can say for sure we love him. No, there's no favoritism. It's all him. But in this household, one parent preferred one parent preferred the other. Okay? And it tells us why Isaac preferred Esau, why he was his favorite, because he hunted for him. He was the fast food of the day. But Rebekah loving Jacob or preferring Jacob, it doesn't tell us here. Let's see if we can gain some insight. Next slide, please. When Jacob had cooked stew, Esau came in from the field, and he was famished. Hunting is hard work, as we in Texas can attest to. And Esau said to Jacob, please let me have a swallow, a morsel, a taster of that red stuff there, for I am famished. Twice in 2 verses it tells us how famished he is. Hunger makes us do crazy things sometimes. And indeed, this is the case as well. Therefore, his name was called Edom. Okay, means red. Right? But Jacob said, yeah, smells pretty good. I'm sure it tastes great. I'm a great cook. You may be a hunter, but I'm a great cook. So before I give you a taste, before I give you a bowl of what I got cooking, Jacob said, first, let's make a deal. Sell me your birthright. Esau said, behold, I am about to die. That's how hungry was Esau? All right. Famished to the point of collapse. I'm about to die of hunger. So what use then is the birthright to me? Listen to those words again. Esau, feeling momentary hunger, an intense hunger, no question, feeling like he's about to die, right? 20 minutes on the treadmill for me gets me there, right to that place, right? So of what use then is a birthright to me? And Jacob said, ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. That's in the original Hebrew. First swear to me. And so he, Esau, swore to his brother Jacob and sold his birthright to Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew. And he ate and drank and rose and went on his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. He didn't, again, Hebrew nuances, semantic range of a word. Doesn't mean Esau despised his birthright. Here's my birthright. Puh, puh, puh. No, it's just that he traded something of great value, his birthright, for something of nominal value. I don't care how good a cook Jacob was, or how hungry Esau was. That lentil stew was of nominal and temporary value. And thus Esau demonstrates I would guess the word I would use is contempt that he showed for his birthright. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Well, this does not sound like a recipe for a happy family. I wonder what happens next. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave you in suspense, but you yourselves can read Genesis chapter 26, Genesis chapter 27, and see the rest of the story, because the rest of the story truly impacts the remainder of not only Genesis, but the entirety of the Bible.